And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing 7 Days to Die. And, yeah, we've got our base set up here. And Horde Night is tonight. So, what I was planning on doing is basically wrapping up the series after the next Horde Night. I haven't been getting any feedback as far as interest in continuing a game that we are basically in an impenetrable fortress. It's, you know, building this thing is an adventure in and of itself, and but once it's built and up and running, it's largely invincible. And you know, a lot of people get her. A lot of people, you know, see this and go, "Oh, well, that's boring." You know, there's no challenge in it. Well, the challenge isn't building it. You know, and getting it going. And now that we have an underground farm, we don't even have to. We really don't ever have to leave for anything major unless we run out of water. And we've got lots and lots of water, and I've got lots of glass jars that I could go fill up. So yeah, essentially, you know, once you're in a place like this, you really don't ever have to leave. You know, the zombies come to you every 7 days, and pretty much twice a day with the wandering hordes. I've gone around and repaired all of the steel spikes around the base. The ones in this area were the most damaged. There were a couple that were halfway down, and I wanted to make sure to get those repaired, because the game seems to favor certain directions for Horde Night. And I don't know why, but the vast majority of my hordes have been coming from this direction. We've had a couple come from this way. Remember the lucky break we got when this was just like an open pit? The horde actually came from that direction while we were hunkered in right over here. But now that we have like weapons and we have just everything, there seems to be a little less interest in my keeping going. But for now, we're going to do at least 2 episodes of prep for the next horde, and obviously have the horde. So I want to get some more repair kits, because my guns, you know, depending on how we manage the next horde, we could be up, you know, sniping, we could be, you know, using the shotgun. I'm going to need some more repair kits, and these things take a little bit of work to actually make. Forged iron we've got in spades. Oil we can craft. The cloth fragments and the duct tape, those are the, interestingly enough, those are the sort of the trouble areas, because duct tape actually takes cloth fragment to make. Our first, let's go up. Our first crop of cotton came in, so I replanted it. Just waiting on everything else to sort of responded. It will grow. It's just kind of taking its sweet time. You know, it's gonna be good. And a watch pot never boils, so we can't just sit there and stare at it. But we got our first batch of cotton in. So if I grab this, how many cloth fragments can we make? We can make 250. I think that's a good start. And I would like, let's do 100 duct tape on top of the 250 cloth fragments. So that'll give us, at the end, we'll have 100 duct tape and then 150 cloth fragments. And we have 1 duct tape here, but so let's go over here. We don't need a workbench for this, I think. We can just do, let's see, duct tape. So I'm going to do 100 duct tape after this craft is done, and it should be done really soon. And now let's think about oil. So let's look at how much oil. 61, we're going to want a little bit more than that. Do we have... I want to say I've been saving them up, but I'm not sure if I have or not. I need empty cans. Metals. Well, there's three more oil. And let's see, building supply. Maybe I haven't been saving cans. This is the one reason why you save cans is to craft oil. So if we have a forge that has a little iron in it? I don't know if we do. These were smelting. Yeah, see, there's more glass jars. Okay, there's a little iron in this one, so we're going to empty can. We need an anvil. So let's craft one of those up. Put that in there. And then empty can. Yeah, we can create a lot of these, so let's just do like 250. And let's not have that running because it's loud and obnoxious. So yeah, we've got even more glass jars. I forgot to take those out. So yeah, we've got a few glass jars. I think I had 3 forges going on glass jars, and if anybody is wanting to do a good ratio, 1 stack of sand. So you put a stack of sand, you know, split, so it's 3 here, 3,000 here, 3,000 there. And you only need 600 clay. And that crafts actually 3,000 jars. So it's a healthy amount of jars. Okay, so with these cans and a little bit of oil shale, which I already have in my inventory, we can craft oil. So it is oil shale 10, empty can 1, and do we want 250? So that's 50, 100, 250. Yeah, 250 would be good. I need about 4 minutes of burn time. I'm going to go with 6. And that'll just craft all of those cans up into oil. So we have oil, we have duct tape, we have cloth fragment. I'm shooting for 100. Yeah, I'm shooting for 100 of the repair packs, so we can put the oil shale back that we've gotten so far. We don't have very much oil shale. We haven't really been farming and harvesting that much. 4 more. There we go. Now we can actually craft the repair packs. Repair kits, I should say. So, let's see. Forged metal. Put this back. I don't have much less forged iron than I have steel, because steel it's a pain to craft, and I like to have a lot of it on hand. And then the raw clothes, we can put the 50 of these back. So we have another 100. We could craft another 100 repair kits, but again, we're just trying to get into the next horde night. And is there another wandering horde? We're due any moment for a wandering horde. Like any moment. The last one came last night. I was up here just sort of keeping an eye on things, and we had a snow zombie horde coming in, and I was a little hopeful that I would have gotten some auger bits and pieces. But of course, my luck with this game has been horrible. And no dice. Basically just about the only thing I got off of it was a puffer coat. A nice level 600 puffer coat. But that was the best loot out of all, like, I don't know, 10 to 15 snow zombies all stomping their way through here, and that's the best that I got. So yeah, a little unlucky in this series. I really haven't been finding much loot at all, and this Oh, I'm resting. Yeah, I'm standing on my bedroll. There is a better bed that you can use that, with my mod pack at least, you would recover health and stuff faster. And maybe we can look into crafting that here. So I keep hitting I for my inventory. I just play so many games that have very, very similar functionality but different shortcuts. So I'm going to repair my guns. And, you know, my fixer and my smithing skills are pretty high. So I'm not in any danger of losing much durability on any of these. And let's see. So I used 5 repair kits to get all of those done. Let's put the other ones back. Perfect. Okay, so now we have repair kits. We do have a little bit of nitrate. I mean, we've got some resources. We're doing pretty good on resources. And let's see what it's going to take to build the better bed. So if we do bed, this right here, the king-sized bed, 40 cloth fragments, 40 cotton, 20 springs, wood, and short iron pipes. So pretty much like 40 of these cloth fragments, short iron pipe, springs, and I think it was forged iron. Take a look at that again. Short iron pipe. We've got wood. It wasn't iron at all. It was wood. So plant some wood. There we go. Now we can make the sweet bed. Craft up one of those, which uses a little bit of materials, but if you're going to go AFK in any time in your game, and you're using my mod pack, it's always best to go AFK somewhere that actually does you good. So we're going to head over here, grab this. So this acts like a bedroll. So we pick up our bedroll, okay, and then place this guy down, like so. We can stand on him and really have a much faster regen of our health. So it's not instantaneous by any stretch of the imagination. You can see it going up, but it is going to go up faster than a bedroll. So 1.28 health every 5 seconds. Well, that's pretty good. If you're gonna be if you're gonna run to the bathroom or something, just hop on your bed, and when you come back, you'll be up a little bit of health. Oh, I hear a dog horde. What are you twitching out over there? So where were they coming? It looks like they were running in from that direction over to here. Not sure if there's any ones that are... I kind of hear them. Kind of. So, well, the series is going to wrap up, and it will be replaced with another game. But I plan on, revisiting the game in another series once the next alpha drops. And, shenanigans will ensue, but it's going to be modded straight out of the gate, of course, because that's just how I roll. Maybe not as extensive as the modding on this has been, but... I'd like to experiment with different mods and different settings and all that kind of stuff. We got a lot. I mean, I haven't emptied any of this out at all. Oh, look, duct tape. So yeah, I haven't emptied any of our chests that I looted and stored stuff in. So it's just kind of, it's a mess out here. It's a real mess because when you're in a single player world, you gotta spend your time doing constructive things, and you're not always constructive when you're hauling loot around, especially if it's loot you don't really need. So I've just opted out of hauling all that stuff around. Get down there. But the bone, ironically, is very useful to craft glue and stuff. So I wanted to make sure I had all of that. And let's see, raw clothes, and we have duct tape and glue. We have building supply. I'll put my extra bedroll in. And then brass, of course, is always welcome. Even though you can go to the trader with my mod pack and buy ample amounts of brass, because it's one resource that you cannot get by mining. I try to make sure that you have a reason to go visit a trader. So he holds brass in large amounts. The other thing I wanted, I kind of had a stretch goal to finish the mine up in here and dig straight through. Let's go up here and let's kind of make sure first that there's no like residual hordes, especially in the mine. That would be bad. So digging through further, I would have gotten a metric ton of iron. And the further you dig in, the more you want to support it. So I probably would have used rebar from this point on. So every 5 blocks, a rebar frame goes around. And as far as the ceiling goes, it really would have made a huge difference. If I look at my map, if we go across here, we would have come out like right around in here somewhere, I'm thinking. Oh, my voice. So we would have come out right over here. Well, that's underneath the desert. And the sand on the top is really, really loose, and it really can't support any weight at all. So we would have had a major problem with keeping that up. But that's a job, really, if you have an auger. I mean, you really need an auger to dig that much out, because it's super fast and it's awesome. Oh, my voice is just not boding well for Horde Night tonight. So yeah, this world, I mean, this little valley here has been my home now for a while. And you know, random gen is random, and you just sort of, it's just a crapshoot on what kind of world you get. And I picked this little pocket of, you know, decent area amongst a whole lot of death and destruction. You got this giant wasteland biome here. You got super hot desert all around, and the plains over here. So I've done a lot of exploring, and couldn't find. I mean, look at all the towns I was at. Couldn't find really anything that was super useful. Not a whole lot of nice shops and stuff. Would have been nice to find, but yeah, I just haven't been very lucky in this series. I don't know. You know, we had that major reset in right after episode 50, because of a massive crash. And yeah, this is all snow zombies here. So kind of hard to get to. I was hoping that they would clear some of these spikes out, but no such luck. This is an area dug by zombie hordes coming through, so I just left it. Because if they come through and they don't get killed or see me or anything, they'll just come wandering right up through here and keep on going. Just fine by me sometimes. I mean, nowadays I can defend myself, so yeah. So we have the Night 42 horde coming up, and I'm max level due to imbalanced issues. But anyway, let's see what our game stage is. 1470 going into the Night 42 horde, which will be next episode and will be the finale. So that'll do it for this one, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.